Hi, my name is Glenn Murphy. I am one of two presenters of this video series on how to market and harvest your woodlot for profit. My co-presenter is Dr. Reen Visser. Together, Reen and I have close to 80 years of experience studying and reporting on forest harvesting operations around the world. In North and South America, in Europe and Africa, and in Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific. The focus of this series, however, is on woodlot harvesting in New Zealand. Plantation woodlots are located on more than 11,000 land holdings scattered around New Zealand. A large number of these were established during the mid-1990s after timber prices around the world spiked. Many of these woodlots are now being harvested or being considered for harvest. For some woodlot owners, the harvesting experience is a happy one and encourages them to potentially repeat the experience by replanting their land in trees after harvesting. For the owners of the woodlot shown in this aerial photo, everything went right. Road construction costs were low because a rock quarry was situated adjacent to their woodlot. Harvesting costs were low because the terrain was relatively flat. And log transport costs were low because their woodlot was surrounded by sawmills, pulp mills, and a port, all within short cartage distances. Revenue from the harvesting was also high because the woodlot had been well managed over its rotation and yielded high volumes of high-value logs. It also helped that the market was up at the time the trees were harvested. And very importantly, the woodlot owners had enlisted the services of a professional harvesting and marketing consultant to manage the harvesting of their woodlot.
After waiting for over 25 years to reap the rewards from our investment in forestry, we wanted to make sure that the final phase was done right. And it was. We were very happy with the outcome. Our second crop of trees is now off to a good start.
For some woodlot owners, the harvesting and marketing experience is not so happy. Lately, there have been examples of inexperienced woodlot harvesting contractors coming unstuck after getting into financial difficulties and pulling out, leaving the woodlot owner with unfinished business. As Bay of Plenty woodlot owner Jeff Brand wrote a number of years ago, there are too many horror stories out there about damage done, messes left behind, and worst of all, non-payment for logs at the end. It never ceases to amaze me how a farmer can quibble over a couple of cents per kilo for their wool, or $1 or $2 for cattle and sheep at a sale, then let some cowboy come in and take their trees, often worth thousands. Knowledge is power. With knowledge about the right way to manage the harvesting and marketing of your woodlots, you can reduce the risk of things going wrong. We are talking about safety risks, environmental damage risks, and financial risks. You can reduce the risk of being one of the horror stories and increase the chance of your woodlot harvesting experience being a happy one. This video series is aimed at woodlot owners who are close to the harvesting stage of their woodlot operation. It is not a guide for the establishment and management of woodlots, nor is it a guide for harvesting contractors on how to carry out their business. This video series attempts to provide you, the woodlot owner, with sufficient information to help you successfully complete the marketing and harvesting of your woodlot. The series is based around a 99-page book written by Reen Visser and myself. Writing of the book was funded by Forest Growers Research Limited and the New Zealand Forest Growers Levy Trust. The book is freely available from the FGR website. There will be 14 short videos in the series following this introductory video. Each will be up to 13 minutes long. Some of the videos will be presented by Reen and some by myself. As well as material covered in the book, we will include comments from professional harvesting and marketing consultants, from regional land managers, and from woodlot owners. We will also include 2 case studies of harvesting, one of a woodlot on easy terrain and one on steep terrain. Finally, we will provide some training in use of a woodlot analysis tool that we call WOTS. So what will be covered in the video series? In video 2, we will look at who are the buyers and sellers in the marketplace. In videos 3, 4, and 5, we will look at how to determine what's in your woodlot, how you go about selling what you've got, what should be included in contracts, and what payment methods are available. In videos 6 and 7, we will look at safety requirements and how to best manage the environment. In videos 8 and 9, we'll look at harvesting and transportation systems that are suitable for woodlots. In videos 10 and 11, we will look at things you can do to maximise your profitability. Then in videos 12 and 13, we will look at 2 case studies of woodlot harvesting. And finally, in videos 14 and 15, we will look at how to use WOTS, the woodlot analysis tool, to determine net revenues and their sensitivity to key woodlot variables. Before we move on to video 2, let's look at a key message that Reen and I hope you take from this video series. Consult a professional. If you engage the services of a professional harvesting and marketing consultant, it will be more likely that your woodlot harvesting experience is a happy one, or at least more happy than it might otherwise be. You will hear this message repeatedly throughout this series. Thank you for watching video 1 on how to market and harvest your woodlot for profit. If you have any questions, please direct these to the email link shown below.